Does this get your heart pumping? Because for me it does. I love seeing these machines whizzing on down the track with their roaring engines, the sense of being on the limit and having mastery over these mechanical beasts. So, when I heard there was an anime that focused on rally driving, you can just imagine how excited I was to watch it. Yeah, no, it was crap. Okay, before I just say it sucked, let's start from the beginning. Goddamn is a 2-episode OVA that was released in 1990 by Studio Signal based on the manga of the same name. We follow racing driver Gen Todoroki, who is in search of a new team, and the soooo group, who are searching for a pilot to drive the rally car. The plot was mediocre. Boiling it down, it's basically along the lines of, the soooo group takes a gamble in entering rally in order to prove themselves to some European brand in order to do a company merger. But win or lose, ultimately, at the end of the stage, the team's gonna be dissolved. But it never encapsulates the feeling of what it was in the late 80s and early 90s, when it has one of the most famous racing series to take note from. Group B. Okay, anyone who knows even the smallest bit about rally knows of this Wild West series of racing. It was a time of mechanical exploration, literally tossing the rulebook out the window and letting teams create any car their feral minds could conceive. Creating such masterpieces such as the Lancia Delta S4, Audi Quattro S1E2, and the one who ruled them all, the Peugeot 205 T16, with our main characters driving, which is one of my favorites, the Ford RS200. But the thing is, when you fly too close to the sun, you will eventually get burned, with the series forced to be decommissioned in 1986 following a number of tragedies. Let's just get this out of the way. Rally is a very dangerous form of racing. Just look at it. Flying through seas of forest, traversing snow-covered tracks, and drifting on the sides of mountains. Rally turns your blood into coolant, it makes your heart race like a V8 engine, and as well it sends you into a childish giddy. The thing I find beautiful about Rally is, unlike the prestige of F1, the patriotism of NASCAR, or the heart-racing speed of the Isle of Man, Rally reflects the grit of the everyman. It's the jack-of-all-trades style of racing. But unlike every other series of racing, in Rally, if something breaks, you can fix it. You lose a wheel? No problem. The car overheats? Just pour beer into the radiator. Even if you flip the damn thing, just put it back on its wheels and frickin' floor it. The only limitation is, can you get the car to the next stage? And that is what I love so much about Rally, but goddamn never encapsulated that. And its decision to pick the Sahara as its venue was, in my opinion, a bit dull. Now, I get it. There's a lot of work that goes into hand-drawn animation, creating the cells and all that stuff, and picking an African plane is probably the least amount of work. And what's even more disappointing is they have one of the most historic and renowned stages to have chose from, but didn't. They could have picked Pikes Peak. Now, I could go over the history of Pikes Peaks, the argument that people have whether the record should be on the gravel rather than pavement. I could talk about the family that's won it so many times, the Queen of the Mountain, but for that, honestly, I'd recommend watching these videos because these people did amazing work on it. So once the video is done, watch it. But needless to say, boiling it down, Pikes Peak is a phenomenal stage and would have made this manga so much better in my opinion. The driver is the only one that I feel was actually a good call, because all the other characters, from the navigator to the businessman to even the freaking nun, are all forgettable. But Todoroki, he just sticks with you just a little bit. He's a person with immense talent, but drives the car with grit, like he's trying to prove himself to somebody, and feels like a champion of the people. And what I feel is the heart of Rally is the fans. Okay, who else would be crazy enough to line the side of the tracks, flirting with danger, just to get a glimpse of the drivers who are dancing with the same deity? Like, they are insane. During Group B, people used to get hit. Like, for example, look at how close these people are to the actual car itself when it's going flat out. And that's what makes Rally so amazing. The talents of these drivers, the machines that they're handling, the locations of these wonderfully specced out tracks, and as well the love, stupidity, but overall dedication of these fans to be that close to the action. So to make a long-winded story short, goddamn feels so damn disappointing because it just doesn't feel like Rally. Now, this is a lot shorter video than usual because I originally was going to release a video reviewing Ban, but after writing the script, voicing it, editing most of it, I felt it was lacking. So I decided to pivot over to this little project. But I have another announcement. I am opening up a second channel, spam channel. Basically, I'm just going to be making random crap and throwing it on there. Of course, it's going to be good quality, but that's more just I want to go out, do things, make videos, and just have fun with it, rather than all the time doing these scripts, which aren't bad, but when you're recording and you're staying in the closet all the time, it does get a little boring. So you can check out the Messy Espressi. I should have links in the description and hopefully a video up by the time that goes there. So you can check that out. But if you made it this far, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please, I'm begging you. I'm kind of desperate. But anyways, just like my love life. We're cutting that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for boarding this edition of the Messy Express. I have been your conductor, Brandon, and we've arrived at our final destination. Please don't forget your belongings as you disembark, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy. And I hope to see you guys aboard next time. Bye-bye.